Should Christians be kept out of politics on the basis of the First Amendment? That may seem like a strange question, but as a Christian who deals from time to time with political issues, I can tell you that I get the assertion that that's exactly the case, usually from atheists who take the position that the First Amendment, the freedom of religion, means that Christians are not supposed to be involved in politics. It's just strange, I know, but it's a real question, and I want to make sure nobody out there should fall prey to the bad reasoning behind it. Of course, Christians are allowed to be involved in politics. First, from Jesus. Jesus says that he is Lord over all things, that he is the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, that all authority in heaven and on earth has been given to him. There is no realm in which he is not welcome, and we are his body. Now, with respect to our founding fathers and the Constitution, of course they did not take the position that Christians had to keep out of politics, or Jews or Muslims or anyone else, that only atheists were allowed. What's underneath this premise is that atheism is not a belief system. The reality is that atheism, in fact, the Supreme Court has ruled that atheism is a religion, and it is a aggressive religion. It is a evangelistic religion. It is a religion which seeks to control the political realm, and does so principally through controlling the government schools. How convenient that we're able to tax our neighbors and take their children and put them in a place where Jesus can't be mentioned. Let me illustrate that point. When I was engaged in a debate with an atheist over the legitimacy of homeschooling, it was aired nationally in Great Britain, and the fellow's name was Robert Reich, not Robert Reich, the former labor secretary, but Robert Reich, the Stanford professor. And I had this debate, and he took this bizarre position that we can't allow homeschooling because parents will instill in their children the wrong ideas. We don't want parents creating little fascists out of their kids. We don't want parents teaching their kids narrow ideologies. So what we're going to do, what I'm going to propose, Robert Reich says, I'm going to propose that all of the parents be required to hand their children over to us so we can teach them our ideology. So, Dr. Reich, here's the difference between you and me. I'm asking for the freedom to teach my children my convictions. I have no interest whatsoever in taking your children from you to teach my convictions. I have no interest whatsoever in taking your money from you to finance teaching others my convictions that are opposed to yours. You, on the other hand, are perfectly willing to teach my children your convictions, to take my children from me by force of law, and to take my wealth from me by force of law to finance all of this. Now, I need to ask you something. Which one of us is behaving like a fascist? I don't know of any Christian that's trying to argue that only Christians can be involved in politics. I do know of atheists who insist that only atheists should be allowed to be involved in politics. Yeah. That's not honesty. That's not integrity. That's not fairness. But what do you expect?